Okay, I just have to let you know that when I recorded this, my Blue Yeti was on mute. So my photo and my words are not going to match. I'm so sorry. But I went through this whole thing, ding dong me, made a total mistake on the audio. So I apologize for that. But we'll go through it and I'll try to just kind of talk you through what I'm doing as best as I can. Okay, to start off, what the goal of this video is to teach you exactly how to understand how much you're spending in Bitcoin when you're using Bitcoin to buy something like Ethereum or Litecoin. So we're on pro.coinbase.com right now, and I have my cursor over Bitcoin. And the reason why is because I want to see what I can actually buy with Bitcoin. So currently in this portfolio, I have Bitcoin 100%. All the funds are in Bitcoin. So I was looking at my tradingview.com account and I was saying, wow, Ethereum is moving up and so is Litecoin. So I thought, wow, let's go ahead and buy some Ethereum. So here's Ethereum USD with the Fibonacci overlays. This is a proprietary software that I've invested in that gets applied to TradingView charts. The reason I love TradingView is because you can use crypto, you can look at crypto, stocks, forex, and futures. And these overlays, there's like a variety of different overlays that I can show. So that was Fibonacci. This is the gold package. They all have cute little names. The gold package is awesome because I can see stochastic, trend, and then you see that number 1 on the trend. That means the party started. You know, we use these little fun words so that we so we stay safe in the industry, right? And by all means, just note this is not financial advice. This is like basically for entertainment purposes only and education. Okay, so this screen I'm showing you right now, this is Crypto Prophecy. I created this tool a few years ago just so that we could see what the chart is doing in a color coding perspective. It is connected to API, so it's updating as fast as the API updates with the current price. And then it'll I like to look at the 7-day change to figure out what's going on. But most importantly, the color coding, there's 3 shades of green and 3 shades of red. So when you see a dark red like that, it means it's had 3 steps up, meaning the price has gone up in 3 different steps. When it's light green, like Bitcoin is, it's the first step down. And red is saying, look, beware, don't buy it. If you are buying it, you need to do some more research because it is there is an income that somebody could be selling. There's a profit place, right? So as you can see at this point, Ethereum has a 13% upswing in 7 days. So someone could sell their Ethereum and take profit, right? Look at that Litecoin, 33%. That's a huge upswing, right? So it's still going up. So I wanted to kind of look through Ethereum and Litecoin now to kind of see if there's a continually moving up wave to gain momentum on. I mean, there's momentum there already, but we don't know when that wave is going to come back down. So then now what we're on is coinmarketcap.com, another one of my favorite crypto sites to jump on, because you can see right here, like where you clicked on that little box where it says Bitcoin, I want to see what the Litecoin value is. So meaning when this is kind of weird to explain. So you can see like what the value is on the USD, what the value is on Litecoin. I think because Litecoin is going up so much right now that the rate of increase of Bitcoin is not exceeding Litecoin's upswing. So then in Litecoin, there's not a lot of things that you could buy with Litecoin on Coinbase, that is. Now right now we're looking at Ethereum, like how Ethereum's value on these other coins are relating to where their cost is. Okay, so now we're back on Litecoin, and I just wanted to show you, let's look at the growth of Litecoin in the last 7 days. So I'm clicking on the Litecoin chart on the 7-day grade area. So here we can see Litecoin went from a total market cap First of all, the market cap is in blue, the USD value is in green, and the Bitcoin / Satoshi value is in orange. So you can see the market cap, meaning how much money has gone into the Litecoin market cap in the last 7 days, has gone up about $1 billion, because you can see it started below 3.6 billion and it's probably about 4.5 billion now. So about $1 billion got pumped into Litecoin. So I'm not quite certain as to why Litecoin is getting so much attention right now, but maybe worth looking into. But as far as trend trading goes, we just look at the charts and see what the chart's saying, and that don't really get emotional about trading anymore. So, which in that sense, I think that Ethereum is a very good infrastructure if I was looking at what we call fundamentals, meaning like the team, the story, the product. Okay, so now we're back on pro.coinbase.com, and on pro.coinbase.com, we're looking at what we can buy for Bitcoin. And then I'm kind of seeing on the right-hand side what's been raising, and these are 24-hour volume descriptions to the right of the little mini graph, or the little mini upswing, and then you have the Bitcoin value, so like the Satoshis. So here's one thing that's really important, is that know that when you're looking at Satoshi value, you need to look at 8 digits to the right of that decimal point. 8 digits. So notice here on Bitcoin Cash, it's just like 0.04046. So that's 5 digits. Put 3 more digits to the back of that to know how much Satoshis you're using. Okay, now let's go back to Ethereum on tradingview.com and kind of see what's going on with that. So it's currently at $183. And it's uptrending, but it looks like the stochastics took it down just a little bit recently. So let's kind of review Litecoin. Now, with this, when you're in cryptocurrency, you want to just click on the upper area, like you want just crypto exchanges, and pick the exchange that you actually have money on, right? Or if you have access to. So there's Kraken, there's Coinbase, BitBay, Binance, Bittrex, BitPay. But for this one, we want to find Litecoin USD on Coinbase. And you can see here, this is so cool. You can see these charts. You have Bitcoin, Euro, GBP. There we go. We found Litecoin for Bitcoin because we're using Bitcoin to buy it. So at this point, because we're using Bitcoin and Litecoin, it's that B came in on the trend area. That means it's a buy signal. And those orange dots up top, those I call spotted dot save a lot. That's an exit opportunity where the software or the technology is saying, this is a great time to potentially sell, right? So it just gives you options. It's just indicators, like weather indicators, right? Good weather, bad weather. All right, so we are on a 1-hour chart, and the stochastics are still in overbought mode for Litecoin. Again, this is like trend trading, so it's not like hodl world. All right, now this is a 1-day chart, so you can see like the one that came in, that means the party is starting on a 1-day chart. A lot of the hedge funds, they do trade with a 1-day chart versus a 1 hour. So this software, the proprietary software I'm using, it's mostly focused on 1 hour just because you want to beat the banks, right? You want to make a move before the banks make the move. And if the banks are, not that the banks are using this, but this producer of the software does develop software, trading software for hedge funds. So it's good to have someone you're working with that is actually making software for people that are managing the big bucks, right? So, all right, looks like Litecoin could be good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to diversify. We're going to buy a little bit of Ethereum and a little bit of a Litecoin. And I'm going to just kind of plot this out. The cool thing is you can go to the left-hand side on TradingView. You can touch the signal area. There's a drop-down box. You just click on what you want. I'm doing a crossbar. And then So after you do that, then you move your cursor to the chart and you click where you want that particular chart tool to land. And there you have it. So we just plotted this, and the goal is because I want to see, did the sell indicator come in right before or after the buy indicator came in? So there's the buy indicator came in, and then boom, it just skyrocketed up. So that means it's as long as that dot didn't come after the buy, that means we're still, according to the technology, in a good place. Okay, so now we're back on pro.coinbase.com. So now you have Bitcoin pulled up. Again, we just click on the Ethereum-Bitcoin area. Perfect. So as you can see, it'll say the Bitcoin amount, and then we need to figure out how much we want to spend. So this is when you're going to really want to have the calculators ready, right? So you want to figure out how much Ethereum do I want to buy, but how much is the Bitcoin going to cost? What's the Bitcoin value in your fiat currency? So you know exactly what you're spending on it. So around this time, the USD value of Ethereum is around $183. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit less than a half of Ethereum. So we're going to go to an Ethereum calculator, Bitcoin to Ethereum calculator. So we can figure out, well, 0.0198 Bitcoin equals 1 Ethereum. So then we want to figure out, well, how much Bitcoin do I need to put into that how much Bitcoin we want to spend area? So we want to make sure that the amount of Bitcoin we put in is going to give us just half of an Ethereum. One thing that's really important to understand is that in cryptoland, you can buy a portion of an asset class. So you can buy 0.25 Ethereum, 0.50 Ethereum, but like in stockland, you have to buy a full stock. So we got it right. A 0.009 gives you about 0.46 of 1 Ethereum. So that sounds good to me. Now, the one thing that I want you to be able to read is how many Satoshis are we spending. So you always want to have a decimal point and then 8 digits after that decimal point. And then you're going to read it, so you're going to put a comma, start from the right of that total number, and then read to the left to figure out exactly how many Satoshis you're spending. So we'll just quickly Google how many Satoshis are in 1 Bitcoin. 100 million Satoshis. So as you can see on the bottom area, it says point, and then there's 7 zeros and a 1. That is 1 Satoshi. So it's kind of like 100 cents are in $1. So 100 million Satoshis are in 1 Bitcoin. And hopefully that will help you understand. These exchanges don't always put the extra digits behind the decimal point, and so they usually keep out the zeros on the back end. So make sure you put those in so that you know exactly what you're spending. You also want to kind of understand the difference between the fiat value of the Ethereum versus the Bitcoin and the Litecoin. Especially, it can get a little confusing when you're going Bitcoin to Ethereum to really translate in your mind how much fiat money that ends up with. But all that depends on what your end game is. If you're looking to build your Bitcoin portfolio or your Ethereum portfolio or your USD or your fiat portfolio. Okay, so now we're back. So onto we're under use Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. So then we're going to go ahead and put it in. And so you can see here 0.009 in the Bitcoin. It gives us 0.4 something Ethereum. So a little bit less than half. And then the fee is 4,500 Satoshi. So let's kind of go over to see what does 4,500 Satoshi allocate to in USD. I think it's around 36 cents, but let's see what the calculator says. So we're going to search for Bitcoin calculator, and then under the Bitcoin, put the 0.0, there's 4 zeros, so 0.0000, and then 4,500. Okay, we'll just go 4. So it's 37 cents. So the beautiful part about Pro Coinbase is that it's 0.3% fee to buy and sell. So our charge to buy this is only 37 cents. Very exciting, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and place order. As you can see, that says it's in the buy zone, and then it will turn to filled in a few seconds once it gets purchased, or once we get what we want and it buys. All right, it went through, it's filled. We now own some Ethereum. Way to go. So we're on the Litecoin USD trading view chart, which is going to just tell us kind of like what Litecoin is doing when you purchase it with the US dollar. But in our case scenario, we will be buying it with Bitcoin. But it's still good to know that if we are planning on our end game being USD, that we still want to make sure we're making money in that perspective. So here we have a 1 hour chart. We're going to kind of change it to a 1 day chart and see what's going on. The 1 indicates when the party is starting and it's growing in the right direction to buy low and sell high. And then those little B's underneath the 1 area in the trend zone is saying, okay, another buy opportunity came in. The orange dot means, I call it spot a dot, save a lot again, which is saying, yeah, time to jump out. And then the B reinforces time to jump in. Sometimes people have automatic traders that do this for them. So we're going to go back to pro.coinbase.com and kind of go into Litecoin. Actually, we're going to go into BTC Litecoin because we're going to use Bitcoin to buy Litecoin in this tutorial. So we're going to click on that. And then we want to figure out, well, how much do we want to spend on Litecoin? Litecoin is around $80 something right now. So we're just going to do like half of a Litecoin. So we're going to pull up a Litecoin BTC calculator and just make sure that we're putting in the right amount of Satoshis so we don't overspend our Bitcoin, because it can get a little confusing because Bitcoin is, 100 million Satoshis for one. So I'm just going to see if they have a Bitcoin Litecoin, if there's one that makes the difference, but I think we're just going to stick with the one we have here. Okay, so basically 1 Litecoin equals 76, but then you would put 4 zeros on the back of that. So it's about 760,000 Satoshis. So if we just want to buy half of a Litecoin, we're going to put half of that in there. So for this one, it looks like we're just going to buy 1 complete Litecoin. We're not going to do half of a Litecoin. But because there's a little bit of a fee, we're just going to go ahead and do 0.077. So it's essentially 770,000 Satoshis we're going to spend on this. And then the fee says 3,850 Satoshis. So that's again about 36 cents. But you always want to check that, right? With a Bitcoin USD calculator. So we'll put in point, you have 4 zeros, and then we'll check it again, 3850 Satoshis. So 3,850 Satoshis, and then it's going to tell us, oh, it's 36 cents. Okay, that's awesome. Yay. We're going to buy some Litecoin. It's only going to cost us 36 cents. If you're on these mega exchanges that charge 3%, it's a lot more, and it all adds up at the end of the day. All right, so I have an automatic trader that links to this account, but just so that we can get this tutorial done and you guys can see how to do it manually, we're going to go ahead and place this order. Here we go. Yeah, press the green button, and then under open orders, it'll say that there is a buy order coming in. But looks like I wanted to reiterate that you understand that you need to put those 4 zeros behind your Bitcoin purchase so that you do understand and comprehend fully how many Satoshis you are spending. If Bitcoin does progress to a very high level, then each Satoshi will matter. All right, so now that you understand Satoshi, let's go ahead and buy Litecoin. There we go. It says we bought it. Well, it's in the buy process. And then we see it in the portfolio. Actually, you can't see it here. You can just see the Bitcoin and the Ether balances. but looks like we may have had a little bit of gain in a few minutes that we have had the Ether, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. All right, so Crypto Booster is a technology that links to pro.coinbase.com, and with one click, I can literally buy all of these coins. Very exciting. It is something that has access to buy and sell in your account, but it can never actually cash out or take anything out of your account. That's the good thing about this. And it's only following what you program it to do. And it's completely easy to use. So as you can see, those purchases we just made, originally this whole portfolio was in Bitcoin, and now it allocated a percentage to Ethereum, a percentage to Litecoin. So Ethereum's is 13% of the portfolio, Bitcoin is 67%, and Litecoin consists of 14% of this overall portfolio. So it's super easy. It's completely user-friendly, and there's some pros and cons though. It can only buy in market cap coordinates, meaning you can only at this point, until the technology is advanced, you can only purchase either the most top market cap coin or the second, third, fourth, and fifth. But I wouldn't be able to buy the fifth market cap coin, top market cap coin, without buying the first, second, third, and fourth. So it's like a package deal. So with that being said, I currently have the technology disabled so that I could go in there and do personal trades. However, let's kind of go over what the cool thing about this is, and ultimately if I decide to take in Ripple and Bitcoin Cash into this portfolio, then I could go ahead and use the technology. I have it swiped under the investment in the blank, blank, blank. That little bar, you can put your cursor on there and move it back and forth. I have selected here the top 6 coins. And again, the automatic investing setting is disabled. But it's also clicked on market cap. So it's the portfolio percentages are being allocated appropriately to match the market cap dominance. So collectively, let's say there was $100 in the account, then 78%, which would be $78, would be going in Bitcoin, $9 in Ethereum, $4 in Ripple, $3 and so forth. If I wanted just the top 3 market cap coins, then it wouldn't consist of Litecoin. So therefore, that wouldn't work. Now, the other option here with this technology is portfolio weighting equal. So I could click on that, and then what's going to do is it's going to equally allocate the funds so that they're dispersed equally amongst all of them, regardless of their market cap. It's just that it does still only select the coins that are in the top 3 market cap coins. So it's cool because it keeps you always positioned in the top market cap coins. When one dominance falls off, then so does your investment in that asset class. And it updates according to how you set it. So it's either 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. So you're still completely in control. Anytime you want to do what I just did, buy something individually, then you just click on disable, and it doesn't sell anything out. It just doesn't continue to reallocate the funds appropriately. So meaning rebalance. And rebalance means that, let's just say I had a 1 week indicator, right? Every week, say on Friday, however I, set it, then the values in each one of those asset classes gets revaluated, and then it would redisperse the funds. So if Bitcoin ended up having, during the market cap scenario, if Bitcoin had maybe 90% of the funds allocated because it grew in value, it would sell off the upper percentage and equally distribute the funds according to the new calculations and the equality disbursement, so that each fund would maintain the market cap dominance percentages. So it's a great concept. It's great for those people that just want to set it and forget it and somewhat do it yourself. And
and not really be bothered with the daily ups and downs and swings. So mostly I would say it's for hodlers that just don't want to look away for a day or two and have, the next best coin fly up to the top and not own it, but also be stuck with a dying currency, right? Because it can get quite complicated, especially if you're dispersed within 50 asset classes. So this technology does link to Binance. I'm a U.S. citizen, so I got kicked off of Binance. Boo-hoo for us, right? And so I'm not able to utilize this software like I used to when I was on Binance. So that is what it is. So, but this is so exciting. It's still okay. We've got 13 or 12 coins to choose from on Coinbase right now, and we'll just make do with what we got, right? All right, so that's about it. It was great meeting you guys. If you have any questions, we have free crypto training every Thursday from 8 to 9. And you can go to freecryptoeducation.com and scroll down to the middle of that site, and it'll say join us for some training. And just bring your newbie questions there, or you can type them in the comments below and I'll send you a link to the webinar. It was nice meeting you guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you.